So, let's get to it. Aquarius, lots of stuff going on this month. I definitely feel like you are being called to step into a teacher leadership kind of role. So if you're definitely feeling the need to serve, if you've been on this path for a while, or even if you're just kind of waking up, if you're a part of what is being referred to as the second wave, but you're feeling this need to help people, to help others, to deliver light, to step into your light working abilities, please do so. I feel it very strong in this for February, and in this reading. I feel like, the overall energy for the reading is the Two of Wands, and this person, they've got the world in their hands and they already know what direction they want to go. And so I do want to relay to you that please follow your heart. If you are feeling the call to serve and to help others on this path, or, via energy treatments or Reiki, or whatever it is that you are being called to do to help others, please do so. I definitely feel like you're being called to step into that role, and I do feel like it's a gift from the universe. It's a big gift for you so that you can begin to build foundations for yourself, and quite the strong foundation, actually. I do feel the need to relay to you, Aquarius, that you are a wondrous being of light, and there's absolutely nothing to fix about yourself or change. I do feel like, air signs, we definitely get into our heads a little much. And so please allow your heart to guide you, and not allow that head to get into your thinking a little too much, because I almost feel like you're questioning this journey, even though you have come into some knowledge and you understand that this is your purpose and that this is what you're here to do, and that you are being called towards a higher path and a higher, I feel like you're remembering who you are, like you're having realizations and epiphany after epiphany, and the signs and the synchronicities are all so much that even you, being an Aquarius, can't quite argue with. And you're just kind of like, whoa. But I do feel like there is ultimately some denial there. And I want to encourage you to acknowledge your fear. That's fine, but replace it with the insight of awareness. Come into clarity about who you are and what your purpose is. And if you're feeling the need to serve and help others, please do so. And if you're feeling alone on this path, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you're absolutely not alone. I do feel like you're going through some sort of rebirth, judgment day type thing. And, you might be feeling alone because there's no one else around you who is on this type of path. And honestly, a lot of twins don't really ever have twins around them, or divine counterparts around them when they're going through this path, because again, this is a path to self-mastery. And as hard as it can be for you, Aquarius, listening to your heart, not your mind. So I do feel like you are definitely stepping into this new beginning, and really kind of releasing that which no longer serves you. And if you are feeling guilty for some reason, I feel like, there's some guilt wrapped around karmic energies, karmic ties. If you're in a karmic relationship with somebody, or there are some karmic associations that are no longer serving you, and you're definitely feeling like those karmic associations need to fall away, please allow them to fall away. Basically, I want to say to you, what is coming in, please allow to come in. What is falling away, please allow it to fall away. I am going to pull some clarifiers on these top three energies here. Again, Aquarius, you're not alone. You have a whole team of people who can help you with this new practical beginning for yourself. But please remember, not everything is logical. And I do feel the need to mention that you are being called to engage in your spirituality. The twin flame journey is all about becoming closer to God and becoming closer to yourself. Yeah, definitely purpose, this new beginning. I have this Fool energy here, and this is fantastic. The Fool is one of my favorite cards in the deck, and it is the most powerful card in the deck because this person listens to their intuition. They don't listen to their head. They allow themselves to manifest from the heart, not from the head. And I do feel the need to tell you that those who can manifest from their heart have the ability to manifest the life of their dreams. And those who can manifest from their head will still ultimately manifest. However, they're going to always wonder why they're not completely fulfilled. So, big message for you. Allow yourself this new beginning. Allow yourself to release any beliefs or guilt or negative vibrations that are holding you back from experiencing this new beginning, and allow yourself to put in the work. And I do kind of feel like this might be some work for a couple of you guys out there, that it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for you to train that mind to listen to that heart. But ultimately, it's going to bring you the abundance and the new beginning that you're wanting. I also feel the need to mention, how powerful it is for you to surrender. I do feel like there's some vast energy moving around you in regards to love, or and ultimately you're kind of having a hard time with it. I feel like you're refusing to let your heart open, and it's because you don't want to be vulnerable, because being vulnerable, that can hurt. But this can also have to do with 3 people. So if you are holding on to a karmic relationship, but your heart is being pulled in another direction, please listen to your heart, because ultimately you're doing everyone in the situation a favor by doing that. And know that you're not in control of any of this. I feel like I almost feel like, Aquarius, like you're kind of being like whooshed around, like you're being shown that you don't have control over your life at the moment, and it's for a reason. I almost feel like the divine is trying to prove to you that they're real, or that this situation is real, and that you're on this path for a reason. Yeah, absolutely. If you could just allow yourself to listen to your heart, it's going to start leading you towards the path of ultimate fulfillment. I have the Ace of Cups here. And I have it here with you. This is you, the King of Swords. No, it's not your card in the deck, but it is the air sign. And he is somebody who, he steps into his power. He knows what he wants, and he manifests. And he doesn't let things like fear or worry or anxiety get in the way. He basically cuts through the crap. And when you can do that, you're going to be able to manifest so much abundance for yourself. It's not even funny. And I do feel like some of you are having to step into your mission to become more financially independent. Please know that you have everything that it takes inside of you in order to achieve that. Don't let any of those self-limiting beliefs hold you back, because you absolutely have everything that you need to accomplish whatever it is that you set your mind to. And I do feel like some of you are having to take some time and make some choices and some decisions in regards to this. So, what I feel like I want to say to you is, kind of surrender a little bit to the unknown, and maybe have a look at some of these cups and some of these options, and just kind of go into observation mode a little bit, so that you can honestly make the best decision for you and your life purpose by coming from the heart. But there's no need to just rush. I feel the need to tell you not to rush to make a decision when it comes to this new beginning. Or for some reason, I feel the need to, that you are good enough. I don't know why that's popping into my head, but obviously it's a message for somebody. You are good enough, and you are worthy of this new beginning, and you can do what it is that you're being guided to do, no matter how illogical it seems. So, maybe just surrender to the unknown a little bit. And know that everything's happening in divine order. I mean, I know that a lot of people say that, but it's the truth. Once you open yourself and you surrender and you allow what's coming in to come in and what's going away to go away, it's amazing what kind of opportunities present themselves from the universe. But it all has to happen in time. This is a journey. That's why it's called the twin flame journey, the divine soulmate journey, because it's not about everything happening all at once, Aquarius. It's about you allowing yourself to experience the journey. And it's about you choosing what you want. and seeing things from a different perspective, possibly. You know, I have several Aquariuses in my life, and I know that you Aquariuses can argue a point like no other, because, you know, you always see both options, which is, you know, that's something that a lot of air signs go through. But I do feel the need to mention to you that you need to see something from a higher perspective right now, and understand that this fear that you have about all these changes that are taking place, and the guilt that you have about leaving some situations that are no longer serving you, are ultimately for your highest good. You know, your heart wouldn't be pulling you in that direction. You wouldn't be experiencing the feelings that you have if that wasn't the case. Your soul ultimately wants what's best for you. There's a reason that you're feeling the things that you are. And I feel like I'm being encouraged to tell you to not suppress the emotions. It's not necessary. And if you are having a hard time breaking your heart open, I'm going to suggest Reiki sessions and meditation for you, but highly, highly highly beneficial are the Reiki sessions, because they have the ability to bring up the suppressed emotions so that they can be healed, so that basically you can feel it to heal it and move forward. And allow yourself to be passionate about this new beginning as well, because I feel like there's quite a bit of abundance for you. And yeah, there it is. You know, you're being called to become the magician. The magician is somebody who has mastered themselves, has mastered the emotions, has mastered the spiritual, has mastered the physical. And if you allow yourself to open your arms to simply receive what is being presented to you and to follow your passions and your desires, this is who you're going to become. And, you know, Aquarius, you ultimately possess the power and the free will to create your own happiness. And that's what I feel so strongly for you this month. And I do feel like you're moving towards it. We've got the Six of Wands here. This is somebody who is moving towards love, and abundance and love for themselves. And it's a victory card. So that's a fantastic message to receive. But ultimately, I do feel like this is a gift from God. This is a gift from the universe for you. And if you can just simply believe in yourself, you're going to be able to manifest some really amazing things for yourself. Okay, I am going to pull some very practical messages from the Doreen Virtue Magical Mermaids and Dolphin deck. I love the messages on these cards because they are so practical, and they always seem to say exactly what it is that is needed. So I will be pulling 3 cards from there, and I will be pulling some cards from the Doreen Virtue Romance, Angels, and Oracle deck as well. So first message for you, Aquarius, is Treasure Chest. This is fantastic. It says an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Absolutely. That's what I was saying to you earlier, is I feel like this is a gift from God. This is a new opportunity for you to become the magician and manifest abundance into your life and emotional fulfillment into your life. So amazing a message. So, you know, if you're sitting there and you were doubting all of those messages, this is an absolute confirmation that an unforeseen windfall of abundance comes to you when you just simply allow it and, you know, surrender to that illusion of control. The second message I have is you're being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. So I feel like this is kind of what I was talking to you about before, is that not everything is logical, and that you're kind of being called to develop your spirituality and understand that there is a whole team around you who are trying to help you step into your mission and have faith. So not everything is practical. Not everything is logical. You do have to feel your way through this, Aquarius. And the third message I have is synchronicity. So it says your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them to increase their flow. So yeah, I mean, ultimately, you know, if you're in a twin flame relationship or on the twin flame journey, divine soulmate connection, the synchronistic events are uncanny. So yeah, I feel like this is just kind of confirming what has already been said. So please know that, you know, it doesn't stop at the numbers. It doesn't stop at, you know, the signs and the synchronicities. It goes so much deeper than that. So if you allow yourself to not dismiss these things as illogical and you allow them to see them for what they really are, more of them are going to happen, and you're going to find that you have more clarity, and you'll be able to allow yourself to be guided in the direction that you're truly being guided towards. So please notice those synchronicities and don't dismiss them as illogical or coincidental. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull these 3 messages from the Romance Oracle deck. The first message I have is deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So what I feel like, as soon as I pulled this card, I felt like it was you. You're not being your authentic self. And how can you possibly live a life of abundance when you're not being yourself and allowing yourself to experience the journey that you're on? And ultimately, you're not doing anybody any favors by not being yourself in any kind of a relationship, whether it's romantic or not. So first message, allow yourself to be authentic, Aquarius. Second message, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So that kind of goes into the authenticity as well. If you are in a relationship, whether it's a karmic relationship or you are in contact with your divine counterpart, be authentic. Allow yourself to express how you feel. You know, again, come from the heart, not the mind. And allow yourself to feel everything that you're feeling. Because ultimately, when we allow ourselves to feel, we begin to figure things out, and it allows us to heal. And the third message for you, Aquarius. Let your friends help you. Ask for support and accept support from others. So this kind of goes into what I was saying before is, you know, you're not alone on this path. So, you know, being on the twin flame journey, I would highly recommend to all of you to join a community. Again, I am on Instagram, and I have I'm very proud of the community of love that I've created there. Everybody who's in my feed and who follows me, you know, it's just nothing but positivity, positive light, people sharing their synchronistic events, you know, and I feel like a lot of people will come online and talk about what they're experiencing because they feel safer. They don't feel like they're going to be judged. They want to make sure that they're not quote unquote crazy. And that this journey is real. So if there isn't anybody around you who you can talk to about some of this stuff, please join a community, join Facebook groups, you know, watch as many YouTube videos as possible, and, you know, use your discernment, take what resonates with you, but join a community of like-minded people. And I am going to pull an outcome card for you this month, Aquarius. Six of Pentacles. So this is all about balance. Again, allowing that heart and mind to balance each other out. And for some reason, I do feel the need to say you deserve an equal exchange of energy. Don't give more than you receive, Aquarius. Don't give more than you receive. So I hope that this resonated with you. Lots of love. And until next month, namaste.